Alright, hello you guys, it's Dr. Hyena and we are back again. Yeah, we're gonna try this again, cause, you know, it's not lagging at all now. And, just to make sure that lasts, we are gonna delete some of the trees over here, cause, it might not be lagging on my end. I think that was kind of just OBS getting started up last time. But, rather, for lower end device users, we do have to consider that even though this isn't for like mobile or anything, it's not that low end. Um, it is still good. Excuse me. Oh my god, it's still good to be considerate of like laptop users and stuff. Um, so yeah, we're gonna make sure that can work by optimizing the map, aka deleting unneeded parts. And there probably wouldn't be this many banana trees, especially in in what, a bamboo forest. Like, that doesn't sound very likely. Um, I'm kind of going with like the villagers planted these banana trees here, like they cultivated them and such, which does happen in real life, but it's a bit too much, and it's a little bit of a weird mix, all things considered. So we're gonna delete about 50% of them, just kind of eyeballing it really. And then we're gonna just play the game, test performance, see if it lags or not, and yeah. So unfortunately, that there hasn't been any scripting progress since last stream. I understand that though, and I hope you guys do too. The scripter has a very busy life, as do I. So yeah, I hope you guys can just kind of be patient here. So far you have been, and that is awesome. So just keep it up, and I will have the game out as soon as possible. Alright, here we're just gonna share this with everybody. Okay. Okay, let's just try flying around before we start playing. So for anyone who's joining right now, welcome. Yeah, it seems last time my computer kind of lagged out. I think that was more so because of OBS though, because like, look, I can fly around the map just fine, and I think just OBS starting up is a bit costly on performance because you're like sharing your screen while like a lot of systems are going on. So yeah, I probably should have waited a few minutes before starting the stream, like just kind of let OBS get set up. But unfortunately, I didn't do that. However, we are back now. Oh, hello, Lucas. So I'm just optimizing the map a little more, just in case it does cause lag for users who have poor devices or like lower end devices like laptops and such. While they may not be the primary target audience, it is still important that they be able to play the game as they should. And not experience a whole lot of lag. Um, I want this game to provide a pleasant and engaging experience, not an annoying and laggy one, if you will. I don't think any game should be going for that. So yeah. But yeah, I have started on the village as well. Um, so these huts were given to me by Sokolov. Um, yeah, so as for like, you're probably thinking, where's the beds and stuff? Um, that is something that it's kind of an issue I've run into really because I haven't really found any like plausible looking models for like a primitive bed or not primitive but like kind of old fashioned like what these kinds of people would have. um so yeah, that's the issue at hand right now, is trying to find a model that works for that, and also just optimizing the map a bit. And then in a few minutes, once I feel I've made enough changes, we're going to be testing this, just trying to see if it works and what else could be changed for a better experience. So yeah. Alright, so let's play the game, see how it runs, make changes as needed. Alright, so the game so far seems to be running mostly fine. Yep. Alright. Alright, so no lags so far, so that's... Oh, little spike there. Oh. What's that? Is that a little laggy? And here is our rhino. Can we take him down? Easy! Of course he won't be able to actually do that, but since the model wasn't anchored, we were. So that was funny. So accurate, yes, very. Alright, so it doesn't seem to have any real lag, so we're just gonna go and fix that rhino. Alright. Now let's go back to just cleaning up the bamboo forest a little more. Just so there's like no lag at all, hopefully. So this area is already pretty sparse. Um, So yeah, unfortunately, since Roblox doesn't have nanite rendering or anything like that, we do have to delete quite a few parts for the game to run smoothly. See, if this were like Unreal Engine 5, which does have nanite rendering, and like that automatically makes some lower poly versions of the model uh, as you're farther away from it. If we were on that, we wouldn't have to do this as much, and we could actually have, more detailed forests. And that's why, a version of the game on Unreal Engine, and then probably you could buy it on Steam. That is planned for the far out future, but for now, we are just gonna stick with Roblox. As much as the limitations do suck, um, they're not a complete deal breaker for me, and yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. I do have some high hopes for the game in terms of, you know, um, the attention it's gonna get. Um, even a simple game like the Jungle Story back in the day, it was having like millions of people on. Um, so, you know, I think a game that is, this is fairly simple, but, as detailed as it is, it's going to draw quite a crowd. And, you guys, my audience, probably aren't used to this, but apparently the whole story mode genre is very popular on Roblox, right? Um, you see a lot of big games with lots and lots of people. So, yeah. Voice crack? Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm not like, I'm not out of puberty yet, so yeah. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends how you look at it. Fortunately, if you want to laugh. Yeah, gonna have quite a few of those. Oh, don't worry about the dramatic little cat you hear in the background. Oh wow, it is huge. Big rock. Okay, come on. Just gonna have a couple of miniature rock formations just to keep it interesting. Oh, I mean, could you? Yeah, I guess you could call it an animal game. Like, yeah, obviously you don't play as the animals. I've said that many times. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of animals involved. That's for sure. But yeah, there's definitely survival aspects. As you know, you only get 3 lives. If you lose them all, it's game over. You gotta restart your adventure. But yeah, I'm glad you're excited for it. I'm excited for it too, honestly. Like that's why I'm so passionate about working on it, just like almost nonstop. And I'm happy to be doing it. Very happy. Like, there's no part of me that's like, oh, I wish I could be doing something else. Like, no, no, this is where my heart's at right now. And that's probably not going to be changing for quite a while. And with the amount of progress we are making, that passion is what's gonna kind of last us long enough to get a full-on release of the game out for you guys. Of course, as I've said before, the goal is to have something out by summer. Hopefully in June you guys will be able to test something, although I can't guarantee it. Adventure game. Exactly, yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited for this as well. Also, unrelated, but at some point I would really like to do a zoo builder game. I know there's plenty of those already. Um, Actually, no, that's actually not true. There's a few, but a lot of them have issues with the let's just say they cut a lot of corners, especially Frontier, and I kind of want to do my own take on it. So that probably wouldn't be on Roblox. I think that's a little too advanced. Um, but regardless, I think a zoo game would be awesome to do at some point. Or like a wildlife reserve builder game. Like that would be very cool as well. Yeah, I just think it's a little too advanced for Roblox. And I'm not one of those people that's just like, oh, Roblox is just a Lego game for little kids. Like, no, that's so not true. Um, but it does have quite a few limitations to it. And while it is enjoyable, um, ultimately, you know, unfortunately, like the payment system, for example, um, is still a bit corrupt to say the least. Like they still take a lot of the game developers' money that they actually earn, but Roblox takes like or is it 75% of it? It's crazy. Um, but yeah. Like I think that's why Game Passes are often so expensive. Like they cost a lot of Robux, but you gotta realize that doesn't translate to a whole lot of real money, like at all. Like it's just so little, um, in like actual USD and such, and again the creator only gets to keep like a small cut of it. So yeah, it's crazy. And then, I would be okay with that if Roblox like advertise your game, but you have to pay like even more to get it advertised, and yeah, that's it's just nonsense, really. Would it have complex AI and behaviors? I don't know. That just depends on whoever I can find to code on Unreal or whatever. But yeah, I believe like each Robux or like one Robux is like 1 cent in USD. So yeah, it's it's not good. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Like that's why, I'm always like, hey, come on, it's not like that. Yeah. 3K Robux is like what? Like it's pretty, cheap in terms of real money. And again, you only get a small cut of it too. And of course, as I've said before, I'll say it again because I haven't actually talked about it in a while. Um, Most, if not all, the money made from this is going into my college tuition more than anything. Um, you know, I think as much fun as it is being a Roblox game developer, it is still important that I get an education for an actual, career, right? And college is the place to do that. Um, and who knows, maybe I could even learn more to kind of help me out with this stuff. But uh, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to make that very clear. I don't have any malicious intentions with the money I make from this. If I do make a good amount, um, as I always say, I hugely, hugely appreciate the support from you guys. And yeah, yeah, I can't really, I'd be hard pressed to make more content for you guys if, I don't have any like education, right? And of course getting again a real world career. So yeah. You do the same. Yeah, I feel like anyone would, honestly. Like if you're, around this age, I think it's honestly a pretty smart thing to do. And in many cases, it is actually very much necessary. So basically, the plan for this area is once you get to this village, you can you have to do something for the villagers. I'm not gonna say what it is, um, but you do have to do something to help them out a little bit, and then in return, they will let you refill your hunger by by eating these. So just some bell peppers, I believe they are, and apples, and then there will probably be more food types like bananas and stuff, since there's like banana trees all over the place. But yeah, it's gonna be a very important part of your story. And a lot of you guys were wondering, are the tribal people gonna be like aggressive? The answer to that is no. No, they will not. Now, I did mention that I'm leaving a lot of things as surprises for you to figure out or to kind of see when you enter the game, and I'm still sticking by that. So it seems like I'm showing a lot, and in a sense, I am. But I think there is enough that is planned that I haven't shown yet, and even some stuff that's made that I haven't showed yet. Um, I think there's enough of that to where I can kind of balance out what to show and what not to on these streams and such. So yeah, you'll see how it goes, and I think that just makes the hype and excitement for the game just that much greater. Because if you kind of know everything before you go into it, it's not that exciting, all things considered, really, right? Like it's like if someone spoils a movie for you, especially in a story mode game where in essence, it's very similar to a movie, right? Like you're playing out a story, you're the main character, uh, and yeah, it's a lot like getting sucked into a movie. And you know, I would hate for you guys to have it all spoiled for you. Um, I've actually had people like I would be so curious about what's in a game that's like upcoming. I would ask people like, "Hey, can you tell me everything about the game?" But it's those decisions I deeply regret, and I hope when the game launches, people aren't going around telling each other everything. I feel like that's really just gonna ruin the experience for other players, and yeah. So that's just something I really hope doesn't happen. And if it does, I mean that's that. There's not much more I can do other than just kindly ask the community, like please, please don't do that. Okay, so this is looking pretty good so far, I would say. Um, might add a few more decorations here and there, like rocks and such. So let's just do that real quick. Shouldn't take too long at all. A little too big there. That is a very large rock, and we can have a large rock, but that was like at least like 8 times the size of the tribal people, which is not ideal to have in their village. Like I think that would be very inconvenient for everybody living there. So, for anyone joining, we are just kind of decorating the village right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to open Blender. Alright, so I guess that's almost it for the village. Now, let's look for... Let's see if they actually have anything for primitive bed. Because that sounds oddly specific. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's... Like, those are just kind of, you know, modern beds, right? And I don't think it would be very plausible for people to, you know, kind of build something like that out in the jungle. So instead, let's look for maybe a floor mat. In fact, let's be even more specific. Let's just say... Oh, what the heck is this? It's a huge floor mat. Oh, and it's very laggy. Yeah, we're not gonna use that. Holy shoot, that is huge. I don't even know what that is. Oh, you know, we have this in the waiting room. Yeah, why not? We could use that. It's very big, so maybe like 2 or 3 people could sleep on this. So if you have like a large party, that would be useful. Like, again, these aren't primitive people, they're just like very remote from the rest of the world, you know. They're not like closely associated with the modern kind of society, if you will. Alright, here. So before we move on, let's just get things, let's just get things arranged, basically. So these are all gonna, okay. It's gonna take a long time to scroll up, and that is why things are in folders. Alright, so, here we go. It's gonna... Okay, so we're gonna put all of this into the human stuff folder, just to keep it all organized. I'm gonna get rid of those. I forget what I was testing those scripts on, but it doesn't matter. They weren't made from my scripter. I think I was just trying to test like, a free edible food script that I've found, but probably not the best idea. Because foreign scripts sometimes they'll have these things called backdoors, where basically whoever made the script can like hack into your game, and so using existing scripts is always risky for that reason. Of course, there's some out there that are safe, but it's again still you're kind of taking a risk there. Oh, hello there, Dracula. So yeah, they're like growing their wheat and stuff over here. Wheat, not weed. The fact that I even have to specify that. But yeah, of course, that is the job of the tribal farmer. Yes. So of course he's just gonna be over here. And let's see, the hunter, he'll probably just be wandering around the village. And what? No, I'm not gonna say anything else. But I do. Let's just say I have plans for them. Right? Plans for you. And the tribal leader pretty much just is going to welcome you in and tell them, or tell the players, the thing that you need to do to help them in order to get that food that heals you fully, basically. And if not, you can try and eat like other food that's around the map. But yeah. Oh, good night, Lucas. Get some of that rich jungle soil there. Alright, I think that looks pretty good for the village. Again, might have like a few more, kind of loose prop decorations here and there, but for the most part, this is what it's gonna look like. Let's just fix these rocks real quick, though. And alright. Good. Okay, now, what else do we have to work on? We can work on filling this space up, of course. Let's see. I think we have enough bamboo for now. And no plants, bushes. Alright, so now we are going to test the game, see if there's any lag that we need to fix. But I have a feeling there probably isn't any because we didn't add too much stuff. Alright, so. Okay, so our cursor certainly isn't lagging. Neither is our camera. The grass is moving all good. Alright, so. Let's just test all the camera movements. Good, good. Just gotta really test everything to like make sure the performance is smooth and all. But yeah, so far so good, which is great. And there's Twin Peaks up ahead, so we're just gonna walk over there and see what happens. See if we encounter any significant lag along the way, or insignificant. So far, we are in the clear though, which is awesome. Again, don't mind if you hear a very dramatic little cat in the background. Sometimes he just wants attention. Okay, so good, so. Now it's a little hard to judge with no animations playing, so instead we are going to, where is it? Not output, performance, yes, alright. Main thing we want to look out for here is frame rate. Average FPS is 55.6, which is awesome. So nearly 60 FPS. And then there don't seem to be any like overly significant spikes. As we can see, it's just kind of ranging from 1 through 4. So this isn't obviously the most entertaining thing to watch, but it is very, very, very important nonetheless. I can't stress that enough. But yeah. Yeah, let me up. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we are at the top of Twin Peaks. Got a lovely view from here. Alright, so we're just going to walk a little further into the bamboo forest since that's the area that I'm a little worried about. But yeah, you won't be able to just walk all the way through the map like really quick like this. You know, I feel like that would make the gameplay a little too fast, right? and there will be, you know, certain tasks you have to complete throughout the story, and yeah. So for those reasons, um, the average playtime that I've estimated for one round of this game would probably be in the neighborhood of about 50 minutes to an hour, and you know, maybe it could be a little faster if like your team works together like super well. Um, but for the most part, that's kind of the aim. And then plus the secret ending, which I won't spoil. It would probably be more like hour 10 minutes, something like that. So yeah, you'll see when the game comes out. I hope it's gonna be a very, you know, fun, engaging experience for you guys. That's certainly the goal here. Oh, you made some models for a game? That's awesome. And you're a map maker? That's great. That's awesome. Bunny Boy Gaming, hello. Okay, and this is why we test things. So, we are going to have to anchor them, which is very simple to do. So we just wait for the game to stop. Alright. So, oh boy, okay. We're gonna select all of the bamboo here. Oh, you know what? That's not, oh, it's not much. Alright. I thought it was gonna lag for a second, but it doesn't, so that's great. Let's anchor it. Anchor. Good. Let's check, is it anchored? Yes. Awesome. Awesome sauce, or whatever they say. I don't know. Alright, but that's great. Actually, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check on a couple of things with my scripter. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm still here. It's just, you know, I don't want to share my screen for that because that's private. All right. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So now, I would say the map is about 90% done. Arguably more than that. The only thing I really want to add is like the stuff for the secret ending, obviously, but also a bit more variation or variety. I do have lots of parts that Sokolov handed to me, so that was great. I'll make sure to use as many of them as I feel are needed, without making the game lag or anything, right? But yeah, for the most part, I would say the map is nearly done. I feel like it's pretty solid so far. And then after that, all that's really left to do is the scripting, which is going to take a while. But progress is being made, of course, and of course, got to finish the last few animal and NPC models, um, which like it's all stuff that I know how to do for the most part. So the only thing to really worry about is, I guess, the scripting. But again, I think progress is. Oh no, I know progress is being made. And so, what I'm saying here is you guys have quite a bit to look forward to. And I am probably just excited as you guys are. Like, seriously, you have no idea how much I've wanted a good adventure game on Roblox, with animals as part of the story. Like, yeah, I've wanted that ever since I started playing, but there's just been nothing so far. Nothing like truly satisfying for me. And finally, that sort of dream is coming to fruition. And I'm very glad to be the one doing it. Because like there are some games out there, that kind of match that sort of description, but it's just not quite there for me. So again, it's just I'm just kind of adding more rocks and sort of general decoration. But again, for the most part, the map is just about done. Oh, thank you so much, Captain Dracula. Yes, those who are watching, please leave a like. That would be awesome. And yeah, it's just always very nice to see the support that you guys do give. So yeah, please be sure to give it. That would be very, very nice. And thank you so much, Dracula, especially. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry about that. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the swamp. Yes. Oh yeah, and For those who haven't seen it, let me just play the animation for the crocodile because I think it looks really nice. So basically, I animated him sliding into the water. Alright, so let's just hide the bones. So yeah, it came out looking very nice and smooth. And yeah, after this, he starts chasing you, and you gotta run for your life or swim for your life, and pray that you have a captain. Otherwise, you won't have a canoe, and you're not gonna be in a good place. Let's just say. Nice, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, it took me around 2 hours to animate. Um, animating things interacting with parts or terrain. In this case, I actually animated that in Blender on a part that I tried to replicate the kind of slope that you'd see here. It wasn't quite perfect, but it was damn close. And that's why it translates so well into Roblox. But yeah, I don't animate on Roblox because, you can only animate one bone at a time. It's super tedious. It's just, Roblox isn't an animation software at the end of the day and isn't meant to be one, right? For obvious reasons. So, I tend to use Blender and then export my animations. And let's see, where's the swimming? Here's the swimming. I actually improved this animation. In fact, let's import it. That might be it. And then if not, we can always go back and export it from Blender. But this should be... Uh-oh. Okay. That is not good. How long have I been building / using Blender for? That's a great question. So, and to be clear, I just want to get this out of the way real quick. I did not make that crocodile model. I just animated it, but I have made plenty of models in the past, as you guys know. So yeah, but how long have I been building for on Roblox? Not very long. I guess, a couple months maybe? But how long have I been using Blender? That would be about, I want to say 5 years? Yeah, 5 years sounds about right. I actually no, more like 4 because I didn't use it for about a year and a half or so in between. So 3.5, 4 years, something like that, is when I was like actively using it. Thank you. Yeah, it is. I'm very proud of it too. Here, so let's import the new swimming animation right here. Alright, and there we go. So, as you can see, I've made the tail a bit more flexible. I've added kind of an offset to it, so the whole thing doesn't quite move at once. If you look carefully, the end kind of drags along, if you will. And then this, like, moves slightly independently of that. And then of course the body is more flexible too now. And he's like really, really trying to swim at you. So yeah, gotta be pretty tough to avoid them in the water. But that's what land is for, right? So yeah. So we're just gonna overwrite that. And actually, we're going to optimize the keyframes as well, just to help it be even smoother. I think 11 frames should be good enough. I think that's what it originally had. Yeah, there we go. So it's not missing any detail. It's just a little smoother, if anything. But that's why you want to be careful not to over-optimize keyframes. Otherwise, your animations are going to be missing a lot of the feel that you originally added to them. And that would suck, especially in this case. But then, yeah, here, let's just play the slide one more time. Whee! In this case, I didn't optimize the keyframes too much because you actually need a lot of frames for that smooth tail. Or the smooth action on the tail, rather. Because here, let's look at it in Blender too, right? So here... okay, here, let's unhide. Yeah, there we go. So if we go here, you can see all these keyframes, and that is because the tail has to align basically perfectly to that. Otherwise, it's gonna like get stuck inside, or you're gonna be floating above. You get the idea. It has to be almost perfect for it to really work. And that it does. It does work in the end. Or it did work in the end. Again, took a while to figure out, but I am very, very pleased with the result. Yeah, there we go. W animation, thank you. And then yeah, it actually works quite well on Roblox as well, as I was showing earlier. Oh yeah, and here's what you're gonna see if you die to the crocodile. You will be death rolled around. It will not be a fun death. It'll be a quick one, to be fair. But yeah. Helicopter, helicopter. Like at one point the animation was actually even faster than this, and like I made a joke about that. Must be a damn good quick learner. I think I am, yeah, and that has helped me a lot. I will say though, the one time I have, or the couple of times I have tried to learn scripting, it's never gone well, so, you know, my strong suit is more so in the visual realm, if you will. Like in real life, I am a very good painter, drawer, kind of, you know, traditional artist. So yeah, I'm definitely very quick at learning sort of visual skills, if you will. Knowing the basics really helps. Yeah, I know. I can just never get it. Like I just don't have kind of the patience for that. However, I'll say if you would like to help script for my game, send me a DM on Discord. I'll send the link in chat right now. And yeah. Because, you know, I do have a scripter right now, but I think having a second one to help that person out would be very good. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot, I sent the wrong link. I meant to send the invite link. I'm so sorry. Here we go. But yeah, if you would like to script and you're not gonna charge a whole lot, that would be great. I'll probably pay in USD just because I think we all know how kind of corrupt the whole Robux thing is. So yeah. Like I'm not gonna like scam, but yeah, the Robux system it's just very strange to me. And I'd rather just pay you real money that you can actually use if you are able to help. But if not, don't feel bad about it. We do have a scripter. I just think, an extra helping hand would be awesome as well. So just gonna save that. And that's pretty much all the animations that we need for the crocodile. So yeah, our Chompy boy is pretty much done. And then, of course, for anyone who's just joined recently, the main thing I've been working on this stream is the village here. So here, the tribal farmer has his wheat patch. And then here's some food that you can get. It'll pretty much fully heal you, but you can only get it after you've helped the villagers with something, which will be explained in the game, basically. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but yeah. Let's see, here's the tribal hunter. And here is the tribal leader. He will greet you upon upon entering this area. And yeah, he'll basically show you around and tell you who you have to help, what you have to do, basically, and then you can get that done. Oh yeah, this is just the Arthro Roblox model. So let me show you. You go to Rig Builder, you hit Arthro Normal for the male, and then you hit Arthro Slender for the female. And then you can, put meshes on them. I just got stuff off of the Roblox, Roblox catalog. There's a plugin for that. So I believe it's load catalog items, and basically, you just go to your browser, you copy the ID of the item, and then you paste it into the character. Not the ID, but the item itself. It'll like load into the game. So yeah, so that's how I made the human characters. Yeah, real quick. Oh yeah, and actually, guys, I want to show you guys the UI again because, I kind of designed like the background and layout for it, but the one who helped me put it in the game was Vulro from Playblock Safari. Um, you're gonna try and make a model. Okay. Is this an open world game? No, no, it's a story mode adventure game. So basically, you complete certain tasks, and as you do that, you can progress through, as I was explaining earlier. Though I understand you probably weren't there when I was doing that. Yeah, yeah. It's not gonna have like a ton of invisible barriers, but I guess you could say some parts are open world. Some parts of the game, in fact, most, because you'll have a lot of room to like kind of roam around and do what you need to do. Like you're not gonna be confined to a tiny space to do that, if that makes any sense. And actually, it's not gonna be like most story mode games where like, oh, you're in this area now, nothing can happen to you. Like, no, there's gonna be very few areas that are like that, and things can happen to you. Let's just say, um, in much of the game, I would say majority, so like more than 50%. But yeah. Alright, so sometimes the game just doesn't want to load. Probably because I have so many windows open. Alright, so here, let's test it. Okay, so something's wrong. I don't know what though. I don't think we really changed anything. Or not much. Here, I'm gonna be right back. This is why we test stuff like this. Alright, so now the game is loading. So yeah, it could have just been something as simple as, something wrong with the Roblox Studio window itself. It often does lag out a bit, so you do have to be careful with that. But yeah, let's just make sure it fully loads before we say anything else. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be quite loading, so we're just gonna try this again. Yeah. Alright, so this is obviously going to take a while, so I believe we're actually just going to end the stream here. I know it was a shorter one compared to usual, but we did get quite a bit done. So we got the village done, we've done a bit of playtesting to see how the performance of the game runs. And, it seems there is a bit of work to be done on that, but once you load in, it does actually play pretty smooth. So this could honestly just be something as small as a network issue on my end. Hard to say, but I'll keep on playtesting and just seeing what happens, and I'll be sure to update you guys, of course. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. Seriously, thank you for this support, especially Venny, Captain Dracula, Lucas, Random Dude, Namibia Untouched, all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'll probably have another live stream sometime tomorrow, after school, because I actually do go back to school tomorrow, which is a little bit of a bummer. But yeah. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So yeah. Alright. Goodbye, everybody.